Good morning. Let's do a morning analysis together. I just did one on my TikTok, but I wanted to do one on the YouTube because I actually enjoy doing them on the YouTube because I feel like having the longer form morning analysis helps me a lot with just making sure that I'm fully analyzing what's happening and not just looking over what's previously been happening. So this is what I had marked out yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these because these are now irrelevant. Like even if price retraces back down to here, makes no difference. Price made this beautiful indication up here. It started projecting when it got near that psychological level of 4,000. So I put a little arrow up here because price sold off here and then it started buying up. And then when it got back close to that level, it bought up again. So yeah, and then it started pushing up here. It made this indication, and then it was just really choppy here. This is London and this is New York, and look at Asia. Asia price action was super clean, but London and New York was literally crap. Like, what even is that? It didn't do anything at all. So I want to see some more market structure. I want to see some clear market structure because right now we're on the 1 hour. We'll go into the 4 hour just to see what's going on the higher time frame. So yeah, price makes that indication and it's starting to make that correction. I really want to see price correct down to here. If price could get below here, that would be amazing. That's ideal. And then I want to see some market structure moving upwards. Message me, but anyway, I would love to see price go back below here or at least push back to here and maybe tap it and then push up. That's ideally, but we have to wait and see what price wants to do. This is my no trade zone. So price is bearish below this point. Price is bearish below this point because we've seen lots of sell-offs underneath this level. And yeah, I want to see price. Ideally, if I'm going to take an entry, I want to see price go down here, make some bullish structure, and then buy up to, buy up to here. Or I want to see if price doesn't want to do that at all. It's fine if price wants to, I think I'm using the wrong thing. It's fine if price just wants to go up without retracing back to this level, but that means I'm not taking an entry, and then I want to see price make an indication and a correction and a continuation for me to take a trade. So I'm waiting for that today. If we go to the 15-minute, it was calling me. So yeah, we can see that price is super choppy here. It literally made this very clear area of resistance here, where price was just selling off as soon as it got to that level. It pushed up and it again just sold off here. Made, I don't know, you could call this entire area a resistance level, but it doesn't really matter. All we know is that price is bearish below here because even though it pushed above, it still hit that zone and ended up selling off. And then price kind of made like an indication, correction, and continuation here, but that was all like pre-Asia Open, so you'd have to be at the charts at Asia Open to really get that. So yeah, I didn't even consider that trade. I don't consider trades before Asia Open or within the first little bit of Asia Open. But yeah, why did I come down to 15-minute? Pretty much just to show you guys how price was consolidating in London and how New York didn't really do anything. So yeah, I just got my alerts set. I've got one below this 4,000 level because I want to see price retrace down if I want to even think about taking an entry. I want to see price push above here, make higher highs, and break out of this like little range that it's kind of formed. And I want to see price go back above this level, ideally. So I want to see, ideally, to be honest, I want to see an indication, correction, continuation, but we'll see what happens. Let's go to the news, because I think there's news today. Let me just refresh this. Where's my camera? Okay, we've got, I swear there was more news than just the FOMC. Yeah, here we go. We've got unemployment claims that tentatively, so it might come out. I don't know if it's going to come out or not. So we had the FOMC last night. I really should just filter this by red folder news, but it's not. Yeah, so all we really have is unemployment claims today, so we'll see if that ends up coming out. If it doesn't, then whatever. Let's fill out the pre-mark analysis template. So high time frame is bullish, obviously. Key levels is, what are the key levels? The key levels are here. So we'll go to the 1 hour because the 1 hour is really what matters the most. If not the 4 hour. So the key levels is really that all-time high and the original indication level. original indication level, and then really that low of that consolidation, because that's really what it was really just the low of the consolidation. So what's that? The London low, London and New York low. That is a key level, because if you look at it on a higher time frame, price is forming a high, is forming a low, and that's forming a high. So this is the high, higher high, this is the higher low, this is the higher high. So this is the higher low that it formed before price broke that low and made an indication correction continuation to the opposite side, which I'm not going to take because the high time frame trend is bullish. And then the news events that we have is unemployment claims, which are tentative. And then we still have the US shutdown happening at the moment. Market conditions, choppy. Not the best. No bias today. I don't have a bias yet. Because price has made an indication correction continuation to the downside, but it's playing into a higher time frame ICC setup, so I don't have a bias yet. Price is too choppy to have a bias. There's no clear trend, so yeah, setups I'm waiting for is either the full correction below level or new indication above the all-time high. That's what I'm waiting for. Invalidation minus out if market conditions don't improve. If it continues to be choppy and chop around this range, if it just if it just continues to do some BS like this, obviously I'm going to sit out and this whole area will become the no trade zone. But up until this point, price is clean in this range and it's forming, a somewhat of a downtrend. So that's not a no trade zone as of yet, but this is definitely a no trade zone. And then max risk is always going to be 1%, but I like to put it there just so I can keep myself accountable. 1 trade a day. Oh, there we go. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty calm. Not too eager to get in. Market will always present opportunity. There we go. That's it. That's my morning analysis. That's all I do. I do this every single morning. I upload it to my YouTube. Now I'm starting to upload it to my YouTube because I like to film the long form videos where I'm kind of just explaining, because it helps me with my analysis. And yeah, I film it on my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram usually. Let's have a look at, let me just save this just in case it doesn't save. Let's look at the weekly analysis that I did. So price has broken above this resistance level on the higher time frame. So I guess we could really move this. I can move it to this recent swing high and move it to this new one. Just because now that's clearly the range and we've got 3 touch points here. So price could go down here, touch, and then go back up. So at least what I like about this weekly analysis that I've done is because price sold off before and I was so confused. If we look at it from this dynamic support level, which is what I view trend lines as, just because I use a lot of support and resistance in my analysis. So if we look at it from a trend line perspective, the dynamic support and resistance levels, we can see that it would make sense for price to sell off back to this dynamic support level down here, or this one. This one is a pretty good one. We've got 3 touch points on here, so I do like this trend line. This one is just really aligned with that first initial breakout trend. But yeah, that's an interesting one to keep looking at. Is there an alert? Yeah, we got an alert here. We've got an alert here. So yeah, that's my analysis today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how your trading day went yesterday and if you took a trade. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great trading day and I will speak to you guys later today. Bye bye.